Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Strv 1030. It's a tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer. It's located on the northwest spawn, of Empire's border, and it's under the command of pipjivko. And the game is about to start. Okay, you're on. It's a 105mm gun, capable of 390 output, penetrating 308mm armor with standard rounds. And that goes up to 350 with the premium rounds. They're both in PCR. And he's carrying 3 rounds of a HE just in case, which will do 480 output and then penetrate 390. Probably won't ever need to use those, unless he sees some light tank in the game, or maybe an Arty. Well, he's going to the usual spot. There's somebody already here. Yes, another Strv 1030. He gives him a friendly nudge and moves into a position directly ahead. Says, you know, give us a bit of space. They both operate on the same spots. But obviously it is going to make this game much easier for the enemy Arty if they land around in the usual spots. Yes, I'm afraid that both tank destroyers are going to get absolutely hammered by one round. So maybe not the smartest move. Anyway, the enemy's turned up and he's got no shots from this angle. In fact, actually he's decided he's going to fall back. Now, putting back here might actually give him a better shot on those guys. Or get a shot on the guys down south. Okay, so changing his right, he's got a bit of angle here. Just change it, that's it, that's much better. Much better. But the other Strv has moved away now, so he's got space. The first round doesn't do anything, and he's probably going to get spotted as well. Remember, there's 3 enemy Arty. Carnarvon? Yeah, he penetrates that, no problem at all. 383. Carnarvon got wiped out, but he might indicate there's a tank destroyer in this area. I think he was protected by the bush mechanic on that occasion. The leaves of these trees are probably overextended if you look at the overall camouflage effect. T54E1 took a round, 372, and another one, 356. So he's getting low rolls at the moment. And that guy's pulled back. He doesn't really want any more damage. The SU-101's still up there. There's an IS-3 off to the right. He's looking towards the other side. There's 2 Arty and his team have actually stayed near the camp area, and one of them suddenly realised, yeah, we've got no protection from the valley, and there's a Leopard prototype somewhere in the valley. So I think the other Arty suddenly found out I made a bad choice to stick around, and now we've got enemy coming up this valley towards us, and the first one is an FP4202. So what's he going to do? He's probably going to go to the bush mechanic, to the siege mode rather, on this corner, and try and use that ability to stay low. Right, there's the FP4202. He's decided to use that corner. That round didn't go in, but now we've got the prototype, so we can use it on him. Nice shots, yes. Did he repair? He did, I think. And they're both coming in now together. Puts around into the Leopard again, but takes around in the tracks from the FP4202. He needs help now. He's got a TS5 behind him, and that seems to be occupying the FP4202. And he's pulling back gradually. Focus on the Leopard. Yes, nice one into him. Okay, keep going on the Leopard. He's looking at that FP4202. Yeah, the guy's sitting right behind him. He realises he's got to get rid of one of them and make it a 2-on-1 fight. There you go. He did hit him, but he hit him in the tracks. And now we've got the Leopard the other side. Which one does he go for? Caught between the double and deep blue sea. Kill him! Yes! got the kill, but he took a round in the tracks from the Leopard, and he's had to burn his repair kits. The TS5's going in to get the kill. Oh, no, it's actually the turn for pipjivko to get the kill. So that's 2 kills now. Now, as far as we know, there's no other enemy coming through the valley. But that could be wrong. We're actually now outnumbered. 4 tanks we're down on the enemy. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to lose. It just means that it's going to be a difficult one. It's now 3 tanks now. And most of the enemy are coming down this valley. So let's see what he can do. The FP4-3805 needs to back off and go back to the cap. And I think that's what he's intending to do. But he's going backwards to do it. Keeping his gun to bear on the enemy. pipjivko's pulled back and gone to siege mode, using the bush mechanic. I saw a tree go over. Oh, I think that might have been the TS5. Well, he's more of an assault tank destroyer anyway, so he's intended to actually go and confront the enemy face to face. So long as he spots for us, we should be able to do some damage. Well, the Ferdinand goes down, puts him out into the strip 103, and even if he gets the kill on the TS, we're going to get a kill on him for sure. Yep, there you go. And the next one's the T54E1, and then it's only the Arty to kill after that. He's got the oh, there you go, T54E1, but it's not a kill shot, it was a low roll. He could have got a high roll and killed him, but he got a low roll, I'm afraid. Oh, and there's the FP3805 finally doing his job. And he gets the nice little kill. Well, he wasn't doing his job completely whilst he was sitting back at the cap, or when he was actually coming down this valley. But he did his best. Okay, so we've still got an IS-3 down there. And then 3 enemy Arty to deal with. Of course, the FP3805 is quite safe in this position because it's very difficult for the enemy Arty to get shots on it. But it's that IS-3 that's the problem. Oh, and here he is. Now, what does he do when he gets hit by the M53? He's obviously moved, and the FP3805 takes another kill. But this time round, it's a good one because that means that pipjivko can now go Arty hunting. Happy about that. In fact, actually, somebody else said behind legendary Arty. Well, quite right, because he's actually helped them win the game now. Yes, they're saying the M53, M55 is down the upper end of this path, and there's the GW, and he's turning to do a shotgun. Goes to siege mode, and thank you very much. Ooh, that was a hefty round. That's the 21cm gun, but he's going to be loaded momentarily. And there you go. The M53, M55 is somewhere down this road as well, because he got hit in this direction by the M53, 55. So he should come out of siege mode and get moving. The FP3805 is actually going to go down and have a quick look himself. Not a good move, actually, I would say, because he might actually meet the M53, M55 and get a shotgun. Because, of course, that is a much better Arty at shotgunning than the FP. Well, he's obviously gone. He might have gone into the corner. Goes hung and peek around the corner. Okay, oh there! How did he sneak behind? He must have actually been in the other course, the other pathway. He's now trying to make his way to the enemy. Oh, and now they found the GW as well. I can stay to get the GW, can always deal with the other one later. And he's got the 21cm as well, but he can't see us yet. Now he knows we're here. But I don't think he's going to be able to do much about it, because in a second he's going to be dead. Yep, there you go. So that's the Piscucci's. A Dumitru's medal awaits him. The FP3805 has turned around and he's getting ready to land around on that M53, M55 as soon as pipjivko spots him. back to his own camp to find him. In fact, there's all that really that M53, M55 can do is lay an ambush for BGTF. He can sit around the other side of that fort structure and hits him hard. But I think BGTF is going to try and trick him by actually going through the centre gates and then making his way to the camp by the other route, because the M53, M55 might be laying a trap for him, and if he doesn't come through that gate, goes through the middle gates, then it's going to be very difficult for the M53 to catch him unawares. He might actually come up behind the guy and shoot him in the bum. Of course, for all you Americans out there, a bum is normally somebody, a person who's hard on their luck and drunk, but a bum in the UK, of course, is your posterior, your not your a-hole, but it's certainly your buttocks. Oh, and he's found him, and he did set up an ambush. He's gone to siege mode. The M53 is inside. Oh, he missed him with that shot. And the M53, M55 realises he's got one chance to fire a shot at him. But unfortunately for him, and he fires, but he gets it completely wrong. And the shell goes flying right over the top. And yep, he doesn't need to go siege mode. All he needs to do now is just drive up behind the M53, M55, get close, just fire one into it. There you go. And that is a top gun, and potentially a high caliber. Oh, and he platooned with the FB3805, who had 5 kills in the end. So they both got a brothers in arms. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was an ace tanker for pipjivko in this game. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. He got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. He got a Dumitru's medal for killing all 3 enemy Arty, a brothers in arms for getting at least 3 kills and being in platoon with somebody else who got at least 3, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and he got a top gun as well for getting at least 6 kills. He ended up with 6 exactly. In fact, actually, he's very lucky that the FB3805 didn't just drive up the road and try and shoot the M53, M55 himself. But, of course, if he had done that, I think he would have been ambushed. That M53, M55 was waiting for somebody to come from the other direction and hiding behind the rocks for cover. And so, yes, pipjivko did make the right choice. If he'd actually followed him up towards the cap, I think he probably would have come a cropper, because he only had 200 hit points left at the end of the game. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see that he did get the highest damage in the game, 5,219, and this time round he actually did get the high caliber for it. 3,498 went to the other Strv 1030, the one who was kind of displaced from his original position, but decided to go elsewhere and still got some damage on the enemy, but did get wiped out as well in response. And the next high score after that was actually the SU-101 on the enemy team with 2,739 hit points. The FB3805, who fought so valiantly in that one, he got 1,700 hit points in that game. And when it came to kills, it was pipjivko with 6 kills, 5 kills to the FB3805 and 3 kills to the IS-3 that the FB3805 wiped out. In fact, he was doing a very good job of clearing up those last few remaining tanks on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, it was pipjivko with 1,387, that's the ace tanker, 904 for the FB3805 and 904 also for the TS5. pipjivko fired 22 rounds in the game, got 20 direct hits and 18 penetrations, damage of 5,219 hit points, of which 1,111 were at more than 300 meters. He received 6 hits. One of those was a penetration, 4 non-penetrations, and 2 hits by way of splash damage. The penetrating shot came from the FB202, And the 4 non-penetrations, well, a couple of those came from the Leopard prototype, who just couldn't put his shell in the right place. He hit the tracks, or kept hitting the tracks. And 2 hits by way of splash damage. Yes, the enemy Arty did try to get him, and one of the GW Tigers, well, did hit him with a 21cm gun. Quite a big hit at that. 1,300 of hit points stopped by the armour, which is surprising considering the armour is so paper thin. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, and 179 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 42,778 credits, got 50,000 credits in personal mission payout, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away a profit of 53,091 credits. He received 1,387 XP, times 4 for the first victory of the day, 1,041 from personal reserves, and took away 9,365 experience points altogether. So yes, the results are pretty good on this one for pipjivko. At least, you know, he got in the end of it, he got 1 epic medal, 2 battle heroes, and a platoon medal. I think that's, you know, technically what they really are. But I think what was better about this one is that he didn't throw a medal away by being a bit, you know, angry at the end of the game that somebody stole a medal from him. So yes, because he accidentally in his last game, if you saw that in the A20, fired on one of his teammates and threw away a certain high caliber. And yes, I think this time around he learnt his lesson, and he won't be doing that again anytime soon. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thank you for watching.